Mathematics in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians, like the Romans after them, expressed numbers according to a decimal scheme using separate symbols for 1, 10, 100, 1000, and so on. Each symbol appeared in the expression for a number as many times as the value is represented occurred in the number itself. In such a system, addition and subtraction amount to counting how many symbols of each kind there are in the numerical expressions and then rewriting with the numerical number of symbols for multiplication. They introduced a method of successive doubling. For example, to multiply 28 by 11, one construct a table of multiples of 28 like the following: 1 28, 2 56, 4 112, 8 224, 16 448. The several entries in the first column that together sum to 11, that is 8 plus 2 and 1, are checked off. The product is then found by adding up the multiples corresponding to these entries. Thus, 224 plus 56 plus 28 equal to 308. The desired product. To divide 308 by 28, the Egyptians applied the same procedure in reverse. Computation involving fractions are carried out under the restriction to unit parts. To express the result of dividing 4 by 7, for instance, which in modern notation is 4 by 7, the scribe wrote 1 by 2 plus 1 by 14. The geometric problems in the papyri seek measurements of figures like rectangles and triangles of given base and height by means of suitable arithmetic operations. The Egyptians too, as it appears from the scrutiny of the great pyramids constructed 3000 years before the birth of Christ, gave an impetus to mathematics. The wonderful passages and tunnels in the pyramids gave a sure proof that these people were fully conversant with mathematics, which they might have utilized in the building construction. Another feature of Egyptian life was the annual flooding of the Nile. The devastating floods washed up boundaries of the fields, necessitating a re-measurement which involved a certain amount of geometry. The geometric problems in papyri seek measurements of figures like rectangles and triangles of given base and height by means of suitable arithmetic operations. In Egypt, the main standard of length was the cubit, the length of a man's forearm from the elbow to the tip of the outstretched middle finger, the palm, 1/7 of the cubit, and the digit, 1/4 of a palm. The period of Ahm's was a flowering time for Egyptian mathematics. It represents the most advanced attainments of the Egyptians in arithmetic and geometry. The principal limitation of their arithmetic was the lack of a simple, comprehensive symbolism. It is remarkable that they reached so great a proficiency in mathematics at so remote a period of human civilization. But strange indeed is the fact that during the next 2000 years they made no progress in it at all.